Hey, what's going on YouTube? In this week's video, I wanted to highlight Nano Banana in Google AI Studio. It is free at this time, and I do suggest that you take advantage of it. So in this video, we're going to go over several use cases. Some of them you could even make money off of. So with that being said, let's get right into the video. So first, you're going to head over to, you can just go to Google, look up Google AI Studio. You're going to sign in, and you're going to be brought to this screen here. Now first, since we're going to be dealing with Nano Banana, you're going to go ahead and simply click on that to get started. Now here at the bottom is kind of your prompt. So we could do a few things. One of the use cases that I want to talk about today is kind of generating a logo, a business logo, and then using that in different graphics and art, maybe for promoting your business or helping others promote their business. In this case, we're just going to do something like a logo for a local auto mechanic shop. Pretty straightforward. I just said generate a logo for a local auto mechanic shop. The logo should be a circle and have 2 wrenches. No grammar, no nothing. Go ahead and send it, and we're going to see what we get. All right, it's not perfect, but considering the basic prompt we have, it's not bad. We could work with this, right? Now, the thing that I want to show though here is that let's say we wanted to, maybe we're thinking about getting a hat or a shirt, and we want to see how that logo would go on that shirt. That's something that we could do. So we could just say use that logo on a company hat. Yeah, simple enough. Use that logo on a company hat, and we should be able to see this exact logo in a graphic, kind of showing you what it would look like, giving you an idea. Maybe if you were to bring this up to a business and say, hey, this is something that you could use for your business, or maybe this is something that, for yourself. Look at that. Expert auto repair. The spelling looks great. Local service. It looks exactly like what we saw here, but in a realistic photo on a hat that someone could actually, say that they might like. And this actually does look pretty nice, especially with the background, the tools. This looks great. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to actually get a model that we could use this hat on. Let's go ahead and ask for a male model with a black sweatshirt, a beard, who looks like they work on cars or something like that. I just said generate a model of a male that works on cars, wearing a black sweatshirt, beard, someone who looks like they work on cars. Make them as realistic as possible to what a real picture would look like. All right, and as you can see, in just 11 seconds, we have something to work with. I think this looks pretty good, at least not sure what he's working on, but that's not the point of this. We just wanted a model that we could use. Let's go ahead, and now we're going to say, great, let's use that model. Great, let's use that model character and put him out in front of a business with this logo out front on a sign and have him wearing that hat. Now I'm just throwing stuff together, and you could see that even with a little bit and not giving them much is, how far it goes. It blows me away every time I look at this. Now, here's another one we just generated. Look at that logo here on the top. Look how realistic that looks outside of a garage. Expert auto repair, just like we have on the logo, local service. And then as you can see, we have that male character, pretty close, if not the same person we were just looking at, and also has that logo on top. It's just amazing with the things that you could do with it. So I'm just going to show you another example of this. So in this case, I went ahead and I said, hey, go ahead and generate a logo for my business, the donut spot. Now I grabbed this just by asking ChatGPT. I asked, hey, ChatGPT, give me a name for a donut shop. And this is what I got. Here's the logo that was generated using Google AI Studio or Nano Banana. And then inside of that, I said, hey, great. Using this logo, let's create some realistic photos of it on a hat. As you can see, perfect. Got the logo. It's got it on hats. Even generating shadows. Crazy what this thing does. Then I said, perfect. Before moving on, let's also create a model that we could use. Create a realistic blonde female that we can use as our model for this business. As you can see, here's the blonde model that we're going to be using. But I wanted to get a full picture or a full body to use out front of a business, similar to what we just did with the garage. That she's perfect. Let's get the full body though, so we can show potentially, I guess I messed this up, but use her out in front of the store is what I was trying to get at. Here you go. We got a full female character that we could use in our graphic. Perfect. Let's put her out in front of a store with that logo and also have her wearing that hat. Similar to what we just did with the garage again. As you can see, we have the logo on top. Perfect. It's got some donuts right here. You got that female character. And then another use case that I think is also going to be useful. Now, this is not perfect, but let's say now you want to generate some social media pictures. I just went to Google and I grabbed a quick one. I said, hey, I kind of like this one here. So I said, okay, I also want to create some graphics for our social media. Here's an example of one that I like. Can we get her in the picture and also spiced it up to be more relevant to the donut spot to include logo, colors, and subtitle. I also asked it to update the contact information. Now, this probably could have been prompted it a little bit better because the result was not exactly what I was going after. In this case, it did update some of that, like the subtitle, Fresh Donuts and Coffee Daily, follow us for sweet deals and updates. It kept the mail character here. It did add the logo, but also didn't update the contact information all the way. So I just said, almost there. We want to remove the current picture of the guy and replace it with the blonde woman we just created. It apologizes, says you're absolutely right. Took 23 seconds. We did get that female character now in the logo, but everything else kind of still remains the same. We did get a new email, and we didn't get the website or the correct phone number. But again, maybe that's something that you just continue to prompt and you get it pretty quickly. But within 2 minutes, we have a couple pictures for our social media showing us out front of our new business. We have some, social media posts, and the list goes on. Now, one last use case that I wanted to show. So using this, we went ahead and we actually generated a video of showing her walking into the business. Before doing that, actually, I had a few other problems that I was trying to, do. I was trying to get her to point at the sign, and I was not able to get her to do that. I even asked or highlighted it in a red circle, and we still couldn't get it to point to the circle or to the logo. I even did it in a new prompt, thinking that might help. We got her to point a little bit higher, maybe at the reflection, but still never pointed at the actual logo that we were hoping for. But then next, I asked, because I was going to use it in the video, I wanted to show the end frame of her walking into the business. It looks great. She turned around. It looks like the door is opening, but we got a little bit of a problem down here. Not sure who's opening that door. I asked for a little bit better of a image with her hand. It's something definitely better than what it was. So we kind of took that and we brought it to the next tool, and we actually generated a video just in a couple of minutes for her walking into the business, or at least opening the door to the business. All right, as you can see here, here's the video. We're using Kling AI, and she turns around, opens the door, just like we saw in the picture. The quality is insane. I mean, you can see that the donuts and everything still remains the same. Nothing really changes in the picture or in the video, besides this one guy that disappears back here, over here on the right. But, still something to work with. And I'm sure this is going to continue to improve. And I will, try different models over time as well. All right, that's going to close out today's video. I just wanted to get a tutorial out there using Nano Banana on how it can be useful. The reason why I think you could use it is because not only can you use it for yourself, but you could also use it for other businesses. Maybe looking to help out others to generate logos or generate art or graphics or anything that might be used not only for yourself, but for others. I thought it was a cool use case. And especially when I got into creating a video, I'm going to go ahead and continue to play around with this. But I think going forward, I'm going to continue to do more AI videos. So I look forward to doing that, and I hope you guys do as well. With that being said, as always, never stop learning.